Hello, this is Community Talk. I'm Lori Johnson, Marketing and Public Relations Coordinator at Leonardo's. Today I'm with the Digital Marketing Specialist, Riley Jansen. Hello.
Hi there.
And we got so much fun things to talk about.
Yeah.
So one of the first things coming up is our scholarship fundraiser. This is so important to children in the area. Children in need can experience Leonardo's through our scholarship program. The challenge is funding that program. So each year we do a benefit gala, and this year we're doing something different. We're having it at the museum. We had this wonderful renovation, so we're going to have it at the museum April 27th, which is a Friday.
Yep.
And it is called what?
It is called A Taste of Adventure.
That sounds pretty fun.
Yeah.
And we better let people know that we are a children's museum, but this night is a night for adults. So it's kind of like a night with purpose. So we are fundraising, but we're having fun too.
Yeah.
So do you want to say like some of the things that are going to be happening at this evening?
Yeah, so, in the past we've done it more with like a traditional, set down dinner, purchase table kind of thing, which is fun and everything, but we have so much great stuff at the museum that we wanted to make sure that the people who support us and support our kids coming to the museum can really experience what we have to offer. So instead of having it as a set-down event, it's going to be more spread throughout the museum. And that way adults can come, help us raise some money, but also get to play while they're at it.
Right. So, I mean, even though it is a children's museum, our exhibits are meant to be with families playing. So adults can do all the things. There's a bed of nails and, all kinds of things, paper airplanes. But we're going to have special events that night. We're not going to describe everything about the night because it is a night of adventure. But there is going to be some special things that are just for that night.
Yeah.
And there's going to be food and music and, socializing and fun. And then, of course, there is a silent auction and a live auction with some great items. And is there anything else you can think about for that night that is to...
My only thought about it is, the way I think about Leonardo, I think a lot of us who work at Leonardo think about it is Leonardo is sort of like an experience in its own. So we really want the night to be its experience of its own as well. So instead of just another dinner, I thought it'd be really fun for people to come and have something they can talk about tomorrow. Like, oh, I did this and I did this. So, and kind of almost give the Leonardo's experience just amped up a little bit.
Right. So we got invitations. I think they're at the printers right now. So they should be out in the mail fairly soon. Tickets are $75 a piece, and all the money is going to go help children in the community.
Yeah, and that's going to be tickets are going to be available on the website as well here in the next day or so.
Which is
probably by the time this airs.
What is our website?
It is leonardos.org.
So that is an amazing fun thing that we have. But we have a lot of other activities at Leonardo's. So like, for example, every Saturday we do a really fun thing, and it switches between art and science. And I believe this coming weekend is science.
Yep, it's the Weekend Wonders, which is a science demo, and it's at 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. And pretty well you can come, and it's included with either a Leonardo's membership or the cost of admission. You get to be part of an interactive science demo, and it's all included in just coming to Leonardo's.
And I believe that is we only have Oklahoma State certified teachers, and they're the ones that run that science, so it's quality, and
it's great.
It's going to be a lot of fun too, right?
Yeah.
Right. So we have that going on. Then we also have every Tuesday, what do we have going on
This has been kind of my baby.
I know,
recently,
this is awesome.
Because I have a little one, and I know a lot of parents like myself, they want to get their kids in Leonardo's as quickly as possible. But some of the stuff, like Weekend Wonders, is probably better for 4-year-olds and up if you really want to participate, or even Art Quest, which is kind of its cousin the next week.
Right.
But this is called Book Buddies, and so on Tuesdays at 11 and 2 is basically just a great story time with we have some great storytellers that come in, that volunteer and come in and read these books to these kids. And then most of the time we'll have like a little interactive, coloring project or something like that to go with it. So it's just, it's a great thing to do, especially with your, 2 to 6-year-olds.
Yeah, it's awesome. And it is something that's built. We first started out doing it, and it's just grown and grown and grown. So
Yeah.
that is a really awesome thing.
It's really fun.
Now we have, I think we have mentioned this before, but we have a special traveling exhibit, and we're part of the Oklahoma Museum Network, and we have different things. Right now we have Building Buddies, which, tell me about what your child, does he enjoy that?
Oh yeah, which, you know, like I said, my kid's a little young for some of the stuff,
Right.
but it's just so fun for everybody. And I know the idea behind it is sort of giving kids experience in, you know, teaching them what goes into building a structure or what goes into landscaping, and it just is an extremely interactive display. And so we've had that for about 3 months now, or?
I think so. I think
Yeah.
we've had about 3 months. We're getting ready to switch. Our best guess on the new exhibit is April 3rd-ish. And we know what it is, but the challenge is these are physical things that have to be moved from one museum to the next and get set up and have it safe and running, and it's going to be backyard bugs. And we're going to have huge electronic, animatronic praying mantis, and what was the other one? A butterfly. That
Yes.
was a monarch butterfly. And they're going to be able to track and know if it's a child or an
Yeah.
adult, and move around. And
Yeah, if anybody went to like the Red Dirt Dinos,
Right.
which was the display that we had before Building Buddies, or maybe even before that, it's been a little while, but they had the giant dinosaurs, and it was really, really exciting. The kids loved it, and so it's going to kind of be on that scale, but just amazing, large bugs that you can really see the details of them that you couldn't do if they were that big. So.
And there also is going to be, they're going to have some live bugs there for your kids to learn more about. And it's just going to be amazing and a lot of fun. And that, you know, around the first part of April, we should be getting that new one. And we're really close. I believe on Friday, we're going to have our summer camps up on our website that you can start enrolling for it. It's going to be called Da Vinci Day Camp, and it runs all summer with all different kinds of art and science classes. We can't tell you exactly what it is. That's a surprise. You'll have to wait till Friday on that.
Yeah. Well, and it's just a great way to keep your kids stimulated throughout the summer so they don't fall out of the rhythm of learning on a regular basis.
That's true.
So,
That
yeah.
is important.
Yeah.
We also have something coming up in early April, and that's First Fridays. And Leonardo's is going to be open for free at Adventure Quest.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Adventure Quest is going to be open from 6 to 8 for free on the first Friday, which is April 6th.
Yeah, coming up.
That's great for the whole family to come. So we have that. Oh, and this is something that, you know, it's never too many things, but if Enid Public Schools are closed, we are open, and we want to be that place for families to come. There has been some talk with Oklahoma, perhaps, that you know, there might be some sort of public school, maybe a teacher walkout. If that happens, we'll be open. So it'll be a nice, fun place for families to play. Oh, yes. Oh, sorry. I've got a list of things to do, but we're growing. We have so many people coming that we need to hire some more wonderful guest service and front desk help. So if you or someone you know is looking to be a part of Leonardo's, we have openings.
Yeah.
And we're getting applications, but we could still use more.
Oh, yeah.
We could still use more. So there's also, not to forget, we have birthday parties at Leonardo's. And you can have just a regular birthday party. You can add on adventure, maybe an animal counter, a science demo, an art class. That can all be part of your experience of your child's birthday party. And is there any other things that I've missed on? We got so much going on at
Yeah.
Leonardo's.
It's almost overwhelming.
Can you still get discounts from the Amazon Smile program?
You can. I think that actually runs for the entire month.
Okay.
Because a lot
So
of
maybe
people.
you should describe that for
Yeah.
people.
So if I'm sure it's been kind of a growing trend recently, but a lot of people shop on Amazon, but not a lot of people know that if you go to smile.amazon.com, you actually you can choose a nonprofit where a portion of your purchase will actually, the money will go to that nonprofit. And actually this month, if you choose your nonprofit for the first time, we get, was it triple rewards?
Points.
And of course, this stuff adds up really quick. So if you're one of the, 80% of people who are regularly shopping on Amazon, at least a little bit of that can go to helping a nonprofit like ourselves. And of course, we'd prefer if you chose us, but no matter what, it's an awesome program.
And even if you didn't have a chance to purchase anything before the promo is up, we still get it. So if you do it for the rest of the year, we'll get a portion of that donated from Amazon. Well, this has been Community Talk. I'm Lori Johnson, Marketing with Leonardo's, and this is Riley Jansen, Digital Marketing. And we hope you have an awesome day.
Gore with Autry Technology Center, Coordinator for Business and Industry Services. If you're interested in a class, flip through our catalog and see if we have anything to offer. Otherwise, we can do customized training as well. Feel free to contact us at Autry Technology Center and ask for Ashley Gore. Watch for us on Community Talk.
Well, hello and welcome to another edition of Community Talk. My name is Dan Scheidel. I'm the Executive Director of the United Way of Enid in Northwest Oklahoma, and so happy to be with you. And also we have in the studio with us Bishop Terrence Haynes. And Bishop, welcome to the show and thanks for being here.
Thank you for this opportunity.
Well, tell our audience a little bit about who you are, where you came from, and what you do.
Well, again, Bishop Haynes. I starting a ministry here at God's Ordained Christian Center. But with that, God kind of put on my heart Unity in Action, which is a community partnership initiative to bring the community together, to help collaborate, partnership with nonprofit organizations and throughout the community, just build community.
So the whole idea, you've created what's called Unity in Action.
Yes.
And so can you tell us a little more why you created that and how long it's been in existence?
We have been in existence. We started in June of last year. The mission simply is to facilitate partnerships that will enhance the efforts already in place in the community. And we believe that we are better together and work to help community partners combine ideas, goals, and resources so that we can just simply bring it together and make it work.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's great. That's a great mission. And that's something in the community, I think, as a lot of us in the community, sometimes we get really busy and we get siloed sometimes, I think.
Yes.
And this is a great way of maybe bringing us all together.
Bringing it all together. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Well, can you talk a little bit about maybe some of the programs or anything that's been established so far? Can you talk a little bit about maybe more of what that we're currently working on?
Okay. So some of the things that we've done over the last year, there was a lot of partnerships that was made. Forgotten Ministries is one of them. They partnered with like you guys and some others, and so that we can reduce some of the duplication of resources, the things that's out there that are being created in this community, but it's so many doing the same thing. What we wanted to do is just bring that together so that there's not that duplication. And so one of the things that we thought about is exposing some of that organizations that's out there. And the way we're doing that is through Unity in the Community, which is an event that's coming up in May. And we're excited about that because there's a lot of nonprofits that's coming together to just try to help enhance the community, especially those that are less fortunate, those that are in the community that's needing. And again, the way that came about was had people that would approach me would ask, well, can I have $200? I need to do this, or do you know a place that could do this? And there was no resources. There was nothing out there that we could tap into. So in Unity in Action, we started trying to put those resources together, bring people together, trying to ask these organizations to come together so that we could understand what they were doing, asking them to give us some elevator speeches, that type of thing. And then you guys came along and told us about the 211. So then we just wanted to shift that stuff to you guys so that now we have a hub to where people can tap into. We could just say call 211 and find out where you all can get those resources.
Well, that's good. And, you know, one of the things that when United Way started coming to the meetings, you know, it was one of those things where we're in the same kind of business that we want to unify groups in our community and not see a lot of duplication.
Absolutely.
Because that's a waste of resources.
Right.
So this is a great way of getting involved in the community, and I applaud you for your efforts. One of the things that I was wondering about, you know, what is your vision? What are your thoughts in regards to unity in the community? What do you see the outcomes will be for that?
To me, one of the things that we get is that collaborative effort. That's the biggest thing, because we're bringing the community together to enhance this whole city, and maybe it could expand to the county and so on and so forth. But what we're really wanting to do is, because we know that in Ecclesiastic it says that two are better than one, because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them fall, one can help the other one. A cord of three strands is not quickly broken.
Yeah, stronger
It
together.
appeared to me that there was a need to bring these organizations and people together so that they could eliminate duplication and effectiveness and organizational partnerships. That being said, Unity in Action, my focus is on the community as a whole, especially those nonprofit organizations that are working independently but could produce better results working together. And I want this organization to be a hub for organizations to be free to come and engage in healthy communication or community discussion with outcomes that strategically allows everyone to have the sense of belonging and to look after each other.
Great. Well, so how often do you meet? When do you meet? And where do you meet?
We meet once a month, every third Thursday of the month. For example, April will be April the 19th, I believe. That'll be the third Thursday in April, but we meet every third Thursday. But between and in that meeting, we have people such as United Way that will then be our featured guest for the month. So next month we will have hopefully another organization that we will feature, that they'll talk about some of the things that they have upcoming through the summer. So every month now we try to have a featured guest.
Great. And that's 6 o'clock at 580, a coffee shop, is that
Yes.
right? Okay. So if anyone's involved or anyone's interested, they can join us, correct?
They absolutely can, and
Okay.
we encourage it. We want you to come out. We're applauding people that's coming so that we can bring this community
So
together.
do you have a number or email that you can share with folks so that they can contact you to say, you know, they want to be involved and, you know, give their contact information to you?
Absolutely. You can personally call me at 580-977-6379, or you can also go on to unityinaction@gmail.com. Again, that's unityinaction@gmail.com. And we also have it on Facebook. So you could go to Unity in Action on Facebook and you can find us there as well.
Well, you know, last month we had a speaker, and I think they were from Hope Outreach, were they not?
Yes.
Yeah, they were talking about, you know, some of the folks that have been either incarcerated. What are your views and your thoughts in regards to their inability to make a living wage to be gainfully employed? How do we make that next step and help them?
And I think that's important, especially for this community, because there is a lot of recidivism going back into the prison system and that type of thing. And what we want to do is encourage those opportunities so that they get out and they're able to make a living wage. They're able to get into jobs and that type of thing. And so we've done some research and found different organizations and different things, pieces of information that they can then take and go out and present to employers with their resume and that type of thing so that they can get that job, so that they're not stuck trying to make it the way they ended up in jail the first time. They get this opportunity to then move forward.
Good. So with the Unity in the Community that's coming up on Saturday, May 12th.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk a little bit more about that. what is the primary focus of that event? And what we're talking at 11 till 2 on that Saturday. Free lunch, right?
Free lunch.
Free face painting.
Yes.
What else?
Yeah.
Free haircuts.
Kids get to have some fun.
Yeah.
And
so
there's
it's
free
gonna be good.
haircuts. We got some organizations that have decided that they're going to come and they're going to do some of those free things and present their organization. But more than that, it's informational.
So it's kind of a resource fair,
Absolutely.
right? Yeah.
It is a place where different organizations will set up booths. We will have some information there, some education there, the police, the fire. We're trying to get DHS. We're trying to get a lot of the Booger T. There's so many organizations that's coming together so that information is put out in the community. So
And I think, when we've been talking about this, the United Way agencies most of them will be there. And of course, the focus there is on health and wellness, education opportunities. We're targeting those that really need access to resources and more information about what's happening in our community. Finance and legal and housing, employment services are going to be there.
Yes, sir.
So that's going to be great. And I know that we'll also have our emergency and disaster relief folks will be there as well.
Absolutely.
So our Coach Kid will be there,
Coach Kids.
mentoring. There's just a lot of great things that are going to be happening at the Unity in the community. So we invite you to join us. We hope that you'll come down. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to call the bishop, or you can always call me at 580-237-0821 at the United Way in our offices. We are just really excited about it. We found out that St. Mary's is going to be one of our sponsors, the city of Enid, and of course Unity in Action is a big part of this. So some of the other things that we're looking at to do and to accomplish with Unity in Action, Bishop, I mean, I know that you've talked about some of the things that we would like to accomplish, but the bottom line is, it can't be done by just one individual or one organization.
Absolutely. It takes a whole.
Yeah.
And with this community, we could really grow if we're working together.
Gotcha.
And that's what it's about. It's not about an individual person, but about the whole community just growing and working together, because that's what God calls us to do.
Yeah, amen. Well, your slogan or your line is, let's bring it together, let's make it work.
Make it work.
Right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, that's great. So we've got a few minutes left, so let's talk a little bit. I wanted to jump back to where you were born and raised, and then how you came to Enid.
Okay. I was born in Tulsa, raised in that area, went to Eastern Oklahoma, and my mother had 2 major strokes in 82 and 83. My sister moved here in like 1976. She and her husband, they worked here, been here the whole time. And so after my mom had a stroke, we moved to to Enid. Mm-hmm. And they continued to be here. My other brothers, there's five of them that stayed here with my mom and Ann. And they all graduated from Enid High. I left in 86, hadn't been back. I was military, I was in school, that type of thing. And then I moved back 3 years ago to help my sister who just passed in February of last year from cancer, stage 4 cancer. So I came here as a servant, just to serve her. Yeah. And so from that, having my master's in counseling, started working as a therapist at Making a Difference, who also will be at this community fair event. But that's the heart of them as well, to come out and serve. So I came here to serve my sister. She passed, and I'm just continuing to be here to try to serve the community.
Oh, that's great. Well, thank you for being here and doing all that you do.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And I think that's the heart of, Unity in Action.
Yes.
And really the unity in community, the whole point of that is to bring people together that have that kind of heart.
Absolutely.
And that, and you can see that in all the organizations and agencies that are going to be there. It's really to help people.
Yes, sir.
People helping people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what it's
great.
about.
Yeah. So we're excited about that again. That's on Saturday, May 12th, 11 till 2. And again, there'll be free lunch, free haircuts, free face painting. Bring the kids. we're really just trying to provide a lot of information and resources for people in the community that need a helping hand and that might be looking for work. There's also going to be some Derwin Norwood is going to be there.
Norwood, yes.
And he is going to be talking with the folks about the different, maybe some of the career trades.
Right, labor positions. Yes, sir.
So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. We hope that you'll join us for that. Again, Bishop, your phone number again? Can you?
It's 580-977-6379. You can reach me by email at unityinactionenid@gmail.com, and also on Facebook at Unity in Action on the Facebook page.
All right, and United Way, it's Dan at unitedwayenid.org, or call us at 580-237-0821. And then our Facebook page is United Way of Enid in Northwest Oklahoma. And you can find us there. So again, thank you, Bishop. We appreciate you being here and all that you do for the community. Don't miss Unity in the Community. You'll hear more about it on the radio. You'll probably see flyers. You'll see posters. You'll see probably newspaper events. Enid Buzz is going to be working with
Absolutely.
us. And so KOFM is going to be there as a radio sponsor.
Okay.
And so we've got a lot of things that's going to happen that day. Oh, I forgot to mention CDSA that morning is doing a kids buzz run, and that'll be at the high school. So CDSA, you want to go to their website. There's registration. You can sign up for that. But they'll have that buzz run from 10 to 11, and then at 11 o'clock, come on over to the C&B Center. I think we forgot to tell them where it was at. C&B Center, and we'll be in the main auditorium. And there's going to be over 50 vendors there, or 50 agencies. So please join us. So again, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us on Community Talk.
Hi, I'm Leslie Newell with Junior Welfare League. Come shop at Return Engagement at 123 North Grand in downtown Enid and watch for us on Community Talk.